Yo guys, and welcome back to yet another video. If you were to look at a list full of shithouse W's, this goes on the top of it, man. Like literally Real Madrid put up one of the most unconvincing performances of the season yet again, which I've seen in a win. I've seen much worse performances in a loss, but in a win, it was a typical Espanyol performance, man. But let's not discount anything from Getafe, okay? Getafe played brilliantly in my opinion. Getafe's defensive structure makes me twerk for them, man. Literally. Like the way they were transitioning from a 4-4-2 flat to a 4-3-3 in while they press. And the way they were creating problems for people like Casemiro, Ramos and Varane. Although it did not really take a toll on these three, they were just pressurized a bit, but not pressurized enough to commit mistakes. Anyway, we'll be reacting to the highlights, man, today. And best believe, let's include a bit of less clips, man, from now on. Because La Liga keeps investing more in copywriting my videos than investing in their own refereeing system and VAR. I'll just try to show the most significant clips and also show you various aspects of how Real Madrid played in this game against Getafe. So they went with a 4-4-2 flat. Although it shows a 4-5-1, they did go with a 4-4-2 flat, okay, while they were attacking. Oh no, while they were defending, sorry. Dude, this was Getafe's best chance, man. This was Getafe's best chance in the whole game, I swear to God. Like, Courtois, man, 8 out of 10 performance. Straight up 8 out of 10 performance, okay? Guys, the real chance that we got was during the 23rd minute, man, which is right about now. Oh, Vinicius! Oh my God! Oh my God! I wanted to slap him in the face, man, for doing something like that. Oh my God! How did he not finish that, man? Like, I swear to God, like, Vinicius has to work on his finishing, man. You know what really impressed me the most is how Getafe were playing defensively when it came to the first half. And one massive shout out to Cucurella, man. Cucurella, oh my God, he was so phenomenal. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed today. So let me just take a break and go to a formation, okay? So in the first half, this was roughly the way Real Madrid were functioning, okay? Like in reality, you would have Real Madrid attacking in a 4-5-1 like this with Vinicius on the wing. Now, what happens in ideal case? Carvajal moves up really up front, and here instead of Modric, you would have Fede Valverde who would cover so much ground in order to cover up for Carvajal defensively, and that's what keeps the attackers at bay, okay? Now today it was Modric, okay, and Modric usually does that kind of stuff and also defensively covers up, no hassle. However, the current Modric that we know now wouldn't cover so much ground and wouldn't be having the same ethic as a 21-year-old Fede Valverde. Now, because of Cucurella, Carvajal did not really go up front today as I thought he would. Carvajal was always on watch and he was always watching out for what Cucurella could do offensively. And you know what? We have to respect Cucurella, man, for putting Carvajal in such a weird-ass position in the first half. That's what limited his attacking capabilities, man. On the contrary, you had Ferland Mendy go up really up front today than what I expected. Usually, Ferland Mendy doesn't really experiment that much in going up front. But today, he went so upfront and he was trying to aid Vinicius alongside Benzema, okay? But here is the problem. Mendy is a bit raw in his end product and still needs to work on it. Defensively very equipped, right? But today my man was defensively quite off. But today, Ferland Mendy was actually proving to be a challenge for the opponent defenders and was actually proving to be an aid to Vinicius, which is not usually the case. Usually Marcelo takes that kind of role. But massive shout out to Damian Suarez as well, who was containing Ferland Mendy and Vinicius the whole game. In all honesty, Damian Suarez was the one who pocketed Vinicius throughout this game. And he was the one who was limiting the attacking capabilities of Vinicius Jr. Meanwhile, Isco had a stinking game. My man was just moving around the whole pitch. If you take the heat map of Isco, it would literally spell shite, man. That's how bad the performance was today from Isco. Isco when he's asked to run for 30 seconds continuously. It is very painfully true. It is very painfully true. Isco is the kind of guy on the attacking front would be the most important player in this Real Madrid formation. He is the kind of player who's supposed to dribble out of tight spaces so that he can facilitate his teammates in making their own runs. He's the kind of player who's supposed to create innumerable number of chances so that we can make the most out of our goal scoring chances. However, Isco looked like someone who was out of plans. He was not really on the ball that much. He was really lost, if you ask me today. And one of the worst performances I've seen from him after the whole quarantine period. So at the end of the cooling break, I just realized that Rafael Varane actually got injured and he had a concussion in a collision and had to go off for Eden Militao. Eden Militao did actually surprise me, you know. Eden Militao actually kind of surprised me with his defensive capabilities. I thought this was a penalty initially, but no, it was a free kick. It was a free kick. It was a very clear free kick. And massive shout out to Casemiro. He keeps on winning fouls, making ball interceptions, making beautiful recoveries. Like, Casemiro is the most important player in Real Madrid. So at the end of halftime, Getafe was the better team, okay? They had the better of Real Madrid. Real Madrid was still trying to penetrate. Real Madrid did not look like the team that had the best of clarity in order for them to get the better of their opponents. They were still trying to feel themselves out, in my opinion. I would say the real change came in the 70th minute, man, when Asensio, Rodrigo and Valverde came on for Modric, Isco and Vinicius. That's when the whole dynamic of the game changed, man, literally. Oh, dude, this foul, like, Eder Militao was so careless, man. I mean, it's just one of those things where he was just adrenaline pumped a bit and didn't really know where he was going to or whatnot. And it was a very fair yellow card for him to earn. So there you go, man. Rodrigo comes on, Valverde comes on, Asensio comes on. You know what? Oh my god, Benzema, man. Oh my god. Because this was like the proper counter-attacking chance that we had and Benzema got tackled like as if he was a 9-year-old. Fam, he got tackled as if he was Giroud, man. He was the one who looked like a go-kart, man. Like, honestly. Today, Benzema was the go-kart, okay? Benzema was honestly the go-kart. Really, honestly. The highlights doesn't really show, but Asensio and Rodrigo were really contributing well, man, on the wings. That's when you saw that Getafe was actually on the back foot from that point onwards, and Real Madrid actually started to get into the zone at that point. And you know what? Real Madrid's experience came through, the calmness came through, and that's when they won the penalty, and it was a very fairly deserved penalty, and Ramos, like an ice-cold tank, puts it in the back of the net and deserves that man of the match performance for sure, man, tonight. Like, Ramos so solid defensively, and also I guess there's nothing much to say, to be honest. After this, it was just Mariano who came on for Benzema, who had a very poor performance today. And let's just say that Mariano again didn't have much time to actually feel himself out and, you know, exhibit who he really is, if that makes sense. Sergio Ramos, man. I mean, it's kind of obvious. For those of you who saw the game, I think it's Sergio Ramos. The real debate is between Sergio Ramos and Casemiro, but because of the penalty, I think I will give it to Sergio Ramos, man. So that's it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. We will join back for the next game, which is the Barcelona game. And until then, stay safe, take care, and peace. Peace, man.
Yeah.